What's up and welcome to Kplus Gaming Corner, and in this Outriders video, we're looking at my Devastator statue set. This set is a great option if you're a Devastator looking for a strong firepower build, or also if you're just looking for a viable alternative to the more prominent Anomaly Devastator builds like Seismic Commander or Bannerlord. With this build, you'll carve your way through expeditions and trials. It's strong enough to carry your teammates, and if you're like me and play competitively, it's going to be hard to outdo your damage output if you build this correctly. So let's get right into it. Starting with the skills, we're using Boulderdash, Golem, and Tremor, as all of these skills will be boosting your firepower and weapon damage with this armor set. The set bonus states that when either Golem or Tremor are active, you're increasing your weapon damage by 50%, plus you're getting some extra weapon leech for you and your teammates, which helps with some survivability. Looking at our weapons, I'm using a Fatal Symbiont submachine gun, which comes with Dark Sacrifice, which is also boosting your weapon damage by 35% in exchange for 25% of your health, which is fine since you'll be pretty tanky throughout your adventures, and these rolled with Wrath of Moloch, which is great for dealing extra damage with your critical shots, as well as causing burn to your target and surrounding enemies. I included Ultimate Damage Link, which in my opinion works best with standard submachine guns due to the extremely high rounds per minute. Most often it's going to be between your submachine gun and Ultimate Damage Link, which is going to be your top sources of damage when you're checking your stats. We're using an Anemoy for our secondary weapon for the Moaning Winds Radiation Splash reload mechanic, and with this setup, Radiation Splash really shines and will also be high on your list of damage sources, even outperforming Moaning Winds. We have the statue's head as our helmet, which comes with Perseverance, which extends the duration of your Golem by 50%, and then I threw on Golem of Death, which extends the duration of Golem by 1.5 seconds per enemy killed. These two mods together will keep your Golem up almost indefinitely, maximizing the uptime of the set bonus, and then these rolled with Thunder's Legacy, which is an excellent mod for extra damage just for being in close range of enemies, dealing a great amount of damage to enemies in a 10-meter radius every 8 seconds. For the chest piece, it's the statue's torso, which comes with a key mod, Power of the Stones, giving another 30% boost to weapon damage while your Tremor is active. This is a good time to mention the statue set gear pieces that we're using, the head, the chest, and the pants, all come with the attributes bonus firepower, close range damage, and cooldown reduction, all very helpful in keeping damage output high. And then I added Captain Hunter for the extra 16% damage to elites, and this chest piece rolled with Rockfall, which weaponizes your Golem and makes your armor toss debris bombs at enemies. Your Golem is lasting for a long time in this build, so you'll get the most out of Rockfall, and this can also even boost your melee damage if melee is your thing. I've got the statue's legs, which come standard with Golem Squad, further increasing your Golem duration by another 20%, and even hooks your teammates up with some Golem protection as well. These rolled with Primal Chain, which you'll want to make room for since it increases damage by 15% to enemies hit with your Boulderdash, and then I included Anomaly Echo for some decent bonuses to your Anomaly Power and Firepower whenever you activate your skills. The gloves I'm using are purple with the attributes Bonus Firepower, Status Power, and Cooldown Reduction. The cooldown reduction isn't really needed since we're over the cap anyway at this point. Something like Skills Life Leech would be much more useful here. They rolled with Resistance Piercer, which is decent enough but would have rathered something like Dum Dum Bullets, and they also came with Bullet Kindling, which works great with the Wrath of Moloch mod on my gun since that causes burn, and now I'm getting an extra 12% damage against enemies that are burning. This spot is optional though, especially if your gun rolls with some different mods, so feel free to experiment with some other combinations and let me know in the comments what you're going with. I included Primal Chain Gun here, which is another way we're ramping up our weapon damage through Boulderdash, increasing your weapon damage by 20% per enemy hit with the dash, and can stack up to 100%, so double the weapon damage. We're also using Purple Boots, these coming with Bonus Firepower, Skills Life Leech, and Status Power. They came with Give Me More, which gives you 2 extra Tremor explosions, making Tremor last longer and keeping those bonuses up. And they came with Circle of Power, which is useful for granting you extra resistance defense, up to 30% for using your skills. I included Kingslayer here for some extra firepower whenever you get critical shots on elites. But this spot is flexible. Some other great choices here could be Sharp Eye or Stare into the Barrel, or any other mods you like to roll with, so feel free to experiment. Looking at the class tree, we're going mostly top tree, following along and grabbing Champion along the way, which increases weapon damage by 45% whenever you use a skill for 10 seconds, which will pretty much be up the whole time since most of your skill cooldowns are under 10 seconds. We're also grabbing Assault Master for a 20% boost to your assault weapon damage, Bounty Hunter to increase damage against elites by 15%, while also making them deal 15% less damage to you. Make sure to get Alter Charge at the end for a powerful 70% increase to weapon damage when your Boulderdash ends, and then we're just going to get a little extra cooldown for your Tremor down here. The packs tree is really up to you, but for me, I grab Hunting Season for the extra 30% weapon damage, and then I like to grab Earthen Shell down below since the extra shield makes me feel a little safer and bold enough to get in close range right up on enemies. I also go with Terms of Endearment for a little boost to the Boulderdash, but you can let me know down below in the comments how you'd have your packs tree set up. With the Ascension and for the Firepower build, you want to focus on the Brutality area with the extra weapon damage, close range damage, and armor piercing, and also the Prowess area with the extra critical damage, critical chance, and damage against elites. Some extra anomaly power and anomaly damage never hurts, and you can fill in the rest as you see fit. That's the build. Firepower Devastator can be a really fun and fast way to play once you get it up and running. For a quick update on my Bannerlord set, I considered some advice from a YouTuber by the name of Kplus1 who suggested I swap out Ground Crush since the bonus we get from that isn't as impressive as what we could get from something else. This allowed me to swap in Power Assimilation instead, and now my Bannerlord is as strong as ever. Shout out to you, my friend. Each one teach one. That's why I like sharing ideas, and I'm never too prideful to try something new. Coming up next, I'm just about ready to share my Marshall set, and figured I might as well show off my Seismic Commander set as well since it's by far my best Devastator, not surprising. And I have a few Technomancer builds I look forward to sharing as well. If you like these videos, make sure you like and subscribe to see whenever they drop. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting. And with that, until next time, peace.